Welcome to hashtag TYSL. I'm your host, QB, the MVP, Mr. Righteously Ratchet.
And it's your boy, man, Sean Money, man. What is up?
Today we got special guests in the building, Mr. Joe Hovde. What's good, brother?
How you doing, man? Happy to be here.
I'm good, man. I'm good. So we like to start the show off with you just, letting the world know. Remember, we got an international audience. Let the world know, what it is you do, who you are, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my name's Joe. I grew up here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I recently, maybe 2.5, 3 months ago now, I started a company that's selling equipment for whittling or wood carving. And I worked in marketing for tech startups kind of before that, so my background's in marketing, and so a ton of what we've done has been social media.
Cool.
Which has been a lot of fun. And honestly, I've worked on it a bunch and it hasn't felt like a minute of work yet, which I think that's what I want,
Right. That's the dream right
there. So, it's cool. And we happened to bump into each other at a tailgate for the Bengals, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, definitely. Goddamn Bengals, man.
They're what, 2-3 now?
Goddamn Bengals.
2-3, man.
Oh my goodness, it's horrible, man. I keep talking. I'm like, okay, talk your shit live. I never go out of character though. I'm talking all type shit in honor of the Bengals. You know what I mean? I told so many people that if I was a gambling man still, I would have put a lot of money on that Dallas game. We was gonna smash them. I just knew it. Even in Dallas, we was gonna smash them, and it just
backfired.
Yeah.
I'm glad my only sports allegiance lies with the Reds, and that's enough for me because they break your heart every time. So I can't handle it. I've got enough things to worry about without.
At least you're still true to the city, man. At least you're still true to the city. I can rock with that.
Yeah, man.
I can't do baseball though, man. Baseball is like one of the. I'm sorry, but it's
too
one
many
of the
games.
most boring. Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot of games, but it's quiet, man.
It is.
Like
man.
Next to tennis, it's probably one of the most in golf.
No, I see that. I think for me, it's very much like you go to the game. You're just it's like something to do while you sit there and talk to your friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Reds. So a lot of people actually weirdly don't know this. So the Reds Stadium, you can bring in food. So you don't have to pay for ballpark food. So you can get a pizza. Yeah. So I'll get Chinese food or pizza. You bring it in. I mean, they're usually bad, so no one's there. So you have room to spread out. You can chill, and you can sneak in alcohol if you want to.
Right.
Oh yeah,
so you don't want to be spending $15 a drink or whatever.
Right, exactly. $10 a fucking beer and shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's just like a relaxing thing, and then, but I get it. It is slow.
Yeah,
it can be. It definitely can be. And mind you, I'm talking this shit, but I haven't been to a Reds game since I was 9. You know what I mean?
Really?
So it's been quite a while.
So have you been to Great American?
No.
Wow. Yeah, Great American's nice, man.
it is.
No, I have not been to Great American.
I've been down there a few times, man. Last year, I ain't been this year, but yeah, man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
How do you guys feel about soccer? Do you like soccer?
I love soccer.
Soccer for me is no. I don't like it. I don't like soccer, man.
Why you don't like soccer?
What do you think about it?
It's just I enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I enjoy playing it. But as far as watching it, man, it's just these dudes is just kicking up. I don't understand it. That's what it is. It's like you gotta. Ain't it like a science to the shit, man? Like you gotta kick it back. You can't click it for you can't pass for it or some shit. Like
offside. Offside's the only really weird rule.
See,
it's like to make sure you're not cherry picking. It's like to make sure so if you have a forward, it's to make sure the forward's not sitting way up top by the goal and someone would just pass. I'm not going to try and explain it.
Yeah.
That's the only weird rule really, but.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Weirdest sport ever. What is it?
Weirdest sport?
Weirdest sport ever.
So two things popped in my head. Curling and skeleton, I guess, are both.
What's curling?
Yeah, what is it?
Curling? So curling is this sport, it's kind of like shuffleboard, but it's on ice.
Okay.
So it's like you kind of throw, it's 3 people, and one of them throws this puck, a pretty heavy big puck, down the ice, and then his 2 friends are over here in front of him, and they have little brooms, and so they start sweeping the ice in front of it to try and
to guide it
in a little bit, but you can't actually touch the puck, you just sweep the ice. So they're doing that, and basically you try and get it on target, you try and get it close. It's like shuffleboard or cornhole kind of even. It's like you're going back and forth. But it's a weird sport, but it's in the Olympics. You can be an Olympic curler. there are places you can go in the and pay a little bit and you can curl. It's like kind of cool.
What's that, skeleton?
Skeleton, I don't know as much about, but that's also an Winter Olympic sport, and it's where it's like bobsledding, but you're alone and you're like laying on a sled and you're going face forward, like you're like going literally head first down this giant fucking hill. It's like terrifying.
When did they add suicide to Olympics?
Right.
Legitimately, like 12 years ago, they were like suicide. Like we want to add it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
I think the weirdest for me, and probably like my number one most boring, would be cricket. I was in an Indian restaurant one day. I'm big on Indian food, and they had cricket playing. And like it was so crazy because like there's a shitload of people out in the field and shit, but they only show right there at the batter, and like you don't even see the pitch. Like, it just comes in, he swings at it, and then it starts all over again. Like that's it. That's all you see.
It's weird. And the games they can last like a few days.
Yeah.
And, like, they break for tea and stuff.
Oh yes, man, that shit's weird.
I would like to like cricket though. Like I would want to like cricket.
Yeah.
But that's one I have no idea about cricket.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit, man. I think my favorite sport might be. Hold on, what was yours? You gotta give me
weirdest.
The weirdest. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't. I really don't too much catch.
Okay, then what's your favorite?
Sports. My favorite is basketball, man. NBA.
Basketball.
NBA.
Yeah. Football second, of course.
Are you what team are you?
Lakers all day.
All right.
Lakers.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the lingerie league football.
Football.
Yeah,
Favorite
like
team.
that. Lingerie league though, not NFL.
Oh, lingerie league.
Yeah, lingerie league. They ain't even like I be checking for them. They ain't even televised. Hey, but it's not just because they in lingerie, but they actually be hitting this shit. Like, they be actual playing football, man. It's cool shit.
Hell yeah.
Really what's your favorite, Joe?
Baseball.
Well, yeah, baseball.
Well, I like the Reds. Baseball's not my favorite sport to watch. I'd rather watch soccer.
Soccer.
So I grew up. I'm a soccer player. I played soccer in high school, college. Like I really like soccer. I actually coached a bit too. I understand it pretty well. And like I'd rather watch soccer, but the Reds are my favorite team. I don't really have a soccer team. Because all these guys, you have these guys like who start liking soccer when they're like 17, and they decide they're like, oh, I'm a Manchester United fan now.
Right.
And it's like, dude, you're from Dayton, Ohio. What do you like? What's the allegiance there? So it's I don't know. I don't have a team necessarily, but soccer I think is really cool to watch for me.
That's what's up, man. Now let's get into this marketing thing a little bit. I didn't actually know you were a marketer. So how long you been doing that?
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, 2.5 years now.
Okay.
2.5 years, and yeah, it's been cool. So I've had kind of a weird like career path, but so I studied economics and math. I always thought I was gonna be like something very heavily like quantitative, like analysis, like data analysis, stuff like that. And then kind of as I've actually worked, I've started it. I've enjoyed like doing like more creative stuff more. So I've kind of done like a weird combination of those things, but yeah, so I've done marketing for like startups, like working with small companies. I think is the most fun for me. I really like seeing companies like as they're just starting to like get their feet on the ground, get profitable.
Right.
So yeah, it's been cool. And Cincinnati's actually a pretty good place to be for it. It's like there are a lot of interesting things going on here with marketing, with like startups and stuff like that.
Right. That's cool, man. So who are some of your marketing influencers?
That's a good question. Okay, so yeah, so this guy we talked about before the show, but his name's Jay Acunzo. He's a marketer and a writer. He lives in Boston. He's a great guy. He has an awesome podcast called Traction, as well as the name. It's coming out of my head right now because I'm conscious. But I'll tell you. We'll put it in the show notes.
Right.
And then who else do I like? I think Seth Godin is really interesting.
Okay.
He writes some good books. And then I really like reading about psychology. So there's this guy, Dan Ariely, who writes...
you can move it around.
He wrote Predictably Irrational, which is about like how humans are irrational, like in predictable ways. So like people make these like decisions that are consistently wrong, like because they are like trained to just like make snap decisions, basically. Yeah, exactly. And that's influenced how I've thought a lot. I think it's a really interesting thing because like when you look at the world, like there's so many things about which people just like aren't making the right decision like over and over and over.
Right.
And that plays into marketing in like a weird way, but it plays into my life too. Just like your whole life, you try and like do your best to make optimal decisions, but like it's really hard.
Right.
Definitely. So how did you get into the whittling?
That's a good question, man. Okay, so this is like kind of a weird thing. So it was, let's see, July. I went to New York City to visit one of my best friends who goes to school there. It was July 24th is his birthday, so it was his birthday weekend. I went there, and we were like strolling around. He lives in the south of Harlem, which is like interesting because like Harlem I think of as like kind of a bad neighborhood historically, but now it's like kind of changing. It's like becoming, because everywhere in New York's becoming expensive, right? So it's like becoming like this place that like, these kids who go to Columbia Law School live. So it's like you see all these like interesting like new like coffee shops and stuff popping up. So we were talking about that, and we were like talking about like like all these weird things that like people our age do. One of them was like adult coloring books we were talking about. Have you heard of these?
I haven't.
Are we talking like sexual adult?
No, just like real life adult.
Just like coloring books for adults.
Yeah.
There's like nothing like sexual about it. I mean, I guess there could be.
I'm about to say, so what makes it adult and not kid? Like,
it just like, I mean, they're like, the patterns are pretty complicated, but like what makes it adult is like they're marketed towards adults, like so that adults can like relax, like a mindfulness, like relaxation, like meditation thing. So we're like talking about that, and we're like, somehow we were just like, why don't you see people like in Brooklyn and New York, like sitting at these coffee shops, like whittling? Like that seems like something they would do. It was just like on a lark. And I was like, I think that'd be kind of fun. Like I think I would enjoy that. And like I was thinking about it, and like I'm kind of interested in this stuff, so I was looking for a company to start,
right.
Like an e-commerce company. And the more I thought about it, the more like the economics of it made sense. And I thought I really would enjoy it. So I bought a little kit. I started doing it. It's like super fun. Like really, it is really like meditative and relaxing. It's like it's very easy to like get lost in doing it. And
dangerous too, right?
Dangerous. It's really not, honestly. Like I'm like a little bit careless when I do it. I don't take the proper precautions. But like the worst I've gotten is like I gashed my thumb pretty badly. But like that was very avoidable, and like it's fine now. And that was like a month ago.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's fun, and like it was very easy for me to set up like a quick little website, set up an Instagram account, and like immediately start marketing. And I'm like a big believer. I think people always make the mistake, or usually make the mistake of like investing too much in a company before they find out if they have an audience, before they find out if they'll have customers.
Right.
So I tried like I've invested to this point I've still invested very, very little money. I spent all my time trying to grow an audience.
Right. Okay.
And I think that's the right move. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and interject. Jay, I'm sorry I forgot the name of your podcast. It's just because I'm a little nervous. I've never been on a microphone. But it's Unthinkable is the podcast. Unthinkable, and it's about like creativity and side projects, and it's really cool. It's an awesome podcast. So definitely check that out.
I will. I'm a podcast fan as well as a podcaster. So
Yeah.
Look into it.
It's awesome.
I think some of my favorites are Kevin Cruz, especially Gary Vee. I was gonna ask you about him too, man. I didn't hear that come out of that. I was expecting.
I like Gary Vaynerchuk. I think he's not like one of my absolute favorites, just because it's like a little bit too much rah-rah for me. It's like a lot of like for me to listen to all the time or read or whatever all the time, but like I do really respect him. I think he has some great ideas. He also, I mean, that like what I just said about like building an audience before you start investing, like that's like pretty much, that's something he champions.
Right.
And like you watch him and he's so charismatic and so passionate about what he does, and it's like it's very clear. I think he's done a ton of good, and that he's inspired a lot of people to live a life that they thought maybe they couldn't, which is really cool.
And I think he might have over-inspired a few people, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, because when you listen to Gary Vee, it's like you feel like you can take on the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of those people can't. You know what I mean?
Like, or maybe they can, but it's not going to happen in like 6 months or something.
Yeah,
like it's like
exactly.
That's what do you know Pat Flynn?
No, I've never heard of him.
So he writes the Smart Passive Income. It's a blog and a podcast. It's about these ways to like build income streams for yourself, like blogging or whatever, like doing all this stuff. Okay. And he's smart. He has some good ideas. He's done really well for himself, but it's because he's selling products to the people, like to all these people who want to make money online.
Right.
So it's like to me it feels very shady because he's like talking about how you can quit your job and like make a living, but like he's only doing that because he's telling other people how to quit their job.
Exactly.
And make a living. It's like a very circular thing.
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'm always very wary of like when someone's selling to you, like, and I try to do this with Swiddling Company even. I try to like be very clear about like what it is that I'm selling. Like, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna make money off of this. Like, this is why, and like this is why I think it's fair. I think like when people try to be disingenuous about what they're selling and like why, that's like a huge turnoff for me. And so I'm not going to buy any of this stuff.
That's interesting to hear a marketer speak like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's weird, but I think honestly, if you do it like long term and you do it well, like I think it's more profitable,
right? Because
people trust you,
right?
Like,
right.
Yeah, I agree. It is kind of counterintuitive, but yeah, that's something I've come to really believe actually.
Being fair and honest.
I mean, I feel,
really cool.
I feel like it'll go a long way in the long run. But like I said, just to hear someone, a marketer, like I was listening to, it was either Gary, I think it was Gary Vee, and he was saying as a marketer, what him and other marketers do is they find ways that people are out here that's getting people attention, and then they ruin it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
interrupt it. You know what I mean? So just to hear that, you know what I mean, an honest, like, integral marketer is kind of weird.
It is. It's a little weird. And that's another one. Honestly, like, as I think about it, he really is great. Like, Gary Vaynerchuk's great. Like, he has this book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's all about, like, the jabs are, like, giving.
Right.
So you give 10 times, 20 times, 100 times to the people who follow you or whatever. And then you ask for something. And it really does work better. It's just that it takes that upfront investment of time and energy, and you're not getting paid then.
Right.
And people in general, people want a quick payoff. Like that's what people are trained to want. But like, if you can wait and like be patient, I think it really does pay off a lot of times.
We living in the microwave era.
Yeah.
Everybody want it fast right now.
1 minute ding.
And then once it's done, like you just toss it away. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the era we living in right now.
So as far as what is some of your art that you whittle?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess to be clear, because I think this confuses a lot of people. So like I make things, but like I've sold them, but like in terms of like the actual business, that's like never gonna grow beyond a certain point because I don't have I can't whittle for 24 hours every day.
Exactly.
So I'm doing that just as a way to kind of finance the rest of the company. I'm like, what I actually want to do is like sell these kits to other people,
kits.
right?
I caught that.
But it's super fun to make stuff. Like it's a cool feeling. So let's see. The first thing I did was a wedding gift for one of my best friends who got married in early August. It was just like a very rudimentary like bride and groom. And then I like drilled a hole in the middle of both of them and like tied them together with a piece of rope.
Right.
And that was cool. So I gave that to them. I'm a big Bruce Springsteen fan. I really like Springsteen. So like I have been working on a image of him leaning on his saxophonist Clarence Clemens. It's like the cover of Born to Run, like his most famous album.
Cool.
And then honestly, like it's less fun to make, but like. People love spoons, wooden spoons. People buy wooden spoons. It's very easy to sell those, and they're pretty quick. And they're fun to make in a different way. It's like satisfying to make it a different way. But honestly, like anything that I like really like.
Check this out.
Have you ever thought about whittling like cell phone cases?
Oh, that's a good idea. I've never thought about that.
Like for like iPhones.
Yeah.
Man, fuck your iPhone.
Samsungs. No, though, but like whittling, like like actual wooden.
That would be interesting.
Cell phone cases.
I've seen wooden cases, but they're not handmade. But like they're cool.
That'd be dope, though. Handmade.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
That would. That
two-piece.
Actually would.
Two-piece where it slides kind of connect.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty dope, man.
That'd be cool. It's funny, like you think about like. I never thought about any of this stuff, but like then once you get into it, you realize like there's so much stuff. So I've one of my best friends, Miller Atkinson. I'm gonna tag him in this. He is working now at he's going to school and he's working at a tuxedo shop.
Okay.
So and he outfits people for weddings all the time. So he's like, Joe, you gotta start making like cufflinks and bow ties and all this stuff because like. He sees these people every day come in and they want to have these cool like rustic weddings.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he's like, man, they would love all this stuff. And it's literally for me, it's just like it's about prioritizing my time and like I have so many things I want to do.
Right.
But it's like about it's about choosing what you can do. But
but
yeah, there are a lot of really cool.
Do you whittle
ideas.
when you travel?
I do. Not as much this trip, not as much as I would have liked because I was kind of running around a lot. But like, Yeah, like when I have a few moments. Honestly, it's the best. Like one of my favorite things about it is that you can sit there and like we talk about podcasts. Like you can listen to a podcast while you do it, right? So it's like I'll listen to an audiobook or a podcast or like I'll watch TV. Like I never watch TV really just because I get antsy and I like have to like run around. So like when I'm doing something else, I can like be watching TV kind of, and then I'm just like working, and it's like it's like a way of multitasking. I think multitasking is usually bad, but it's a way of multitasking that's actually I think kind of beneficial. So yeah, that's cool.
So you're really in the business of selling the actual whittling kits, versus the art in its totality.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. So I basically want to create like a platform for people to pick up this new hobby. I also really like the idea. So do you guys know Etsy? Familiar with Etsy?
A little bit.
So Etsy basically is, for people who don't know, it's a marketplace. It's like an online marketplace where people can sell their like handmade goods.
Okay.
And so it's very powerful. Like I didn't really realize, but like people like love Etsy. People shop on it a ton. But so it took me probably 7 or 8 minutes to set up an Etsy shop, like from start to finish. Mm-hmm. And like anyone can do that. So like I really like the idea of like you sell a whittling kit to someone and be like, hey, like a lot of my friends right now. I'm 24, I just turned 25 actually yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey,
post on
cheers to his birthday.
Cheers to his birthday.
Cheers,
man.
I might need some more Fireball. But you guys post on my wall so everyone knows how many friends I have. That's something that's important to me.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so a lot of my friends right now are in these jobs that thank you.
You're welcome.
In their like first jobs, and first jobs are tough, and like a lot of them are kind of struggling with what they want to do in life, and like. I think it's a really nice thing psychologically to have like an outlet that you can also like make some money from. So like I love the idea of like selling to like one of my friends who's he's an investment banker, being like, hey, like you can work on this 3 hours a week. You can make like 1 spoon per week and sell that for $40 online. Exactly. And like if you want to someday like save up some money and quit your job and then like do something you actually love, like that's a pretty cool thing. It's like just like an interesting thing to like introduce to people. So that's I don't know, that's something I'm excited about.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Cheers. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's cool, man. Now I was checking out your page on Instagram, and of course we see the whittling. We see I guess different times, different aspects of the whittling all together. Mm-hmm. 2 things. One, there was a specific post I wanted to ask you about. I needed you to explain because I didn't quite get it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There was a lot of weird stuff.
It was a post of you standing there with this super angry face. Like I think it was a video. Like you were standing out in front of a storefront.
Oh,
and you had this angry face, and I'm like, okay, what happened? Like, what was the story behind it?
I see. Yeah, I remember this now. Okay, so that one. And to preface, like most of the Instagram things, like this kind of goes along with what we talked about before, like being kind of like being transparent and genuine. Like It's all just like literally like my sense of humor, and like I don't like filter myself at all.
And that was actually part 2. But go ahead.
Okay, cool. So, but anyway, so it's like that was so I was in Northern Kentucky. I was in Newport, and I was like at a coffee shop there working. Newport, very cool, by the way. I think very underrated place.
Right, definitely.
But so then I was just like outside, and there was a knife store, sold a bunch of knives. So that's what I was in front of. So I just thought it'd be funny if I sabotaged this knife store, like this, like my like competition. So the video is of me. I think I like take a video of myself, and then I like flipped over the corner of their welcome mat, and like that was my little like way of like sticking to their business. But I just gotta let them know that like I don't there's not room in Cincinnati for two knife suppliers.
And that was the other thing though. Like I see there's a element of comedy in your whittling page.
Yeah,
where does that come from?
From me, honestly. Like it's just like that. Just literally like So I guess I've worked on companies where we've tried on our social media. We've very much tried to emulate other people. Like we've been like, okay, reverse engineer this. Like this is a very successful thing. Like let's see how we can be like that.
Mirroring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mirroring. Like maybe you watch an Apple ad and be like, wow, that's dope. Like they're so like minimalistic and cool. Like how can we make it like that? And it's never worked. It's never worked, and it drains you. It really does. It's like it becomes very much a chore.
Yeah.
Whereas this, like, it's literally just like it's like things I think are like either aesthetically pleasing and like cool or like funny. So like, and it just makes it much more sustainable because it's like literally just who I am. It's like oh, maybe people like this like makes me laugh, like I want to like share it with my friends, so like I just post it. And like it's something that like gives me energy doing it. Excuse me. So it's not
work.
It's not a chore, exactly. Yeah. And I think probably I have no idea. My guess would be like some people are turned off by it. Some people probably think it's really weird. Like I'm like a weird dude, kind of.
Nah, man, I see.
Nah, the comedy is cool.
But you guys you guys have good sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly. I love comedy.
But then some people really like it. Like, you know, like some people are like, they'll message me and they'll be like, hey, like, you know, this is funny. Like, it brightens my day, whatever. So, like, I think, you know, overall it's good and it just makes it way more fun for me.
Right. Definitely.
If you notice, I comment on every single one of my pictures as my, like, from my own personal account. As if I were a fan of the page.
Page.
That's one of my favorite things. Is like, and I'm not just a fan. I'm like a desperate, like obsessed fan. So it's like Joe Hovde, the personal account, like is obsessed with the person who runs the Whittle Away Instagram account and like really wants their approval. But Whittle Away like doesn't really want to give him their approval.
I like it.
So that's like a pretty like deep thing. I don't know if anyone like knows about that, but
I'm gonna be checking for it.
Check it.
I did not.
This is a deep. It's a deep view into like my psyche. This whittling, this Instagram page. Yeah, reveals all my deepest insecurities. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: with you being a marketer, you know what I mean, you also being at the same time an entrepreneur. Do you go by entrepreneur? Would you say you're an entrepreneur?
No, I honestly I think that term it's very loaded. I'm very hesitant to do it. Like right now, honestly, like I don't make enough money on doing this to like support myself. Like I do other things and like. Okay. You know, I live honestly by like the graciousness of my friends. Some of the, like I slept on couches for this past week and a half. Yeah. So no. So I think if I maybe one day I would call myself that. But like right now, I'm just someone who does things.
Sounds like the path too.
Yeah,
an entrepreneur.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
right,
you know,
if not to be an entrepreneur, the road to being rich.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know. One day maybe.
Definitely.
But damn, I just lost my train of thought with that.
Yeah, because you were going.
But yeah, this is what I was about to ask. So with that being the case, you know, you have your own business. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Your own business, and you know, you've been in the marketing and all that. How do you feel about this upcoming election? Like, who do you feel like these people, like, either way it goes, like, can they affect what you have going on?
That's a really good question. So I guess I will say first of all, I'm not super well informed at all. Like many of my friends are much more. Like I get most of my information.
We don't fact check here.
Okay, good. I can say whatever I want. No, but like I have friends who are really into politics, and like I let them tell me to a large degree, like they're people I trust. I'm like, guys, like what's going on here? But so I'll preface with that. But like actually, I spent a lot of time with my friend Will this week, who is very politically minded, and so he filled me on some stuff. But. So I guess I'll say it doesn't factor into my thinking at all when I'm looking, especially at these two candidates. Like maybe, perhaps if we're talking about 2012 Barack Obama, Mitt Romney.
Yeah, right.
I love Barack Obama. I think he's incredible.
Yeah. I
think Mitt Romney's a decent human being. I would have briefly considered if I had a big financial interest in it, I would briefly consider voting for him.
Yeah. Right.
I have no idea what your guys' politics is. I could never vote for Donald Trump ever. Like I think. I just couldn't do it.
You know what? Honestly, that is a statement that I cannot make. Even though I don't vote. I'm not going to sugarcoat that at all. Like, you know what I mean? I don't vote. But Donald Trump is, like, brutally honest. That's something that we've never seen in a politician, really. So it makes him intriguing to me.
He's intriguing. I'll give you that.
It definitely makes him intriguing. Now, he's so honest that the shit that he says is just like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, did you really just say that? You know what I mean? And I feel like he's opening up the door for an extremely interesting, what's the next election, 2020, some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, 2020 is going to be fucked up.
No, I mean, when you don't have
Peyton Manning running versus Kanye West.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have to have
Peyton Manning,
any fucking political background, man, to run. I mean, yeah,
it's all Arnold Schwarzenegger's fault.
So real quick though. So I completely agree. I'm very intrigued by Trump. I'm fascinated by people like that in general.
funny.
Like anyone who's like charismatic and can like command an audience like that. I think it's really interesting. But so like I think there's an important distinction between honesty and impulsivity or just like not having a filter. Like if you look at like the things he says, like he's not honest. Like he doesn't say things that, like he lies all the time.
Yeah, he's 100% him, like up front.
Yeah,
and then he retracts.
Yeah, he's always saying
honesty.
what's maybe on his mind, but he's always changing. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fucking like, I mean, like, what do you do? I mean, when you could get motherfuckers to, when you could get the sheep to fucking follow you, what's your brutal honesty? Or let's say it's not even honest, right? But when you could cause the friction, you can say some shit just because you know it's gonna cause some type of static,
right? And
you get motherfuckers to still be like,
that's what he's done his whole career.
He's a brilliant marketer, really. He really is.
That's what he's done his whole career. Like,
I mean, like, so this, like, how you feel about? Okay, like, all right, we know who he is. As far as him being a president and running the actual United States.
Oh hell no, hell no! I can't see him.
But he running as a business.
Period. Any company, he's too emotional.
Yeah, he's way too emotional.
He's too emotional, bro.
He's a reality television star. He'd be great. Like, keep him on The Apprentice or whatever. Like,
right.
That's the perfect job.
But we gotta be. We have to be fucking. We have to. No, like in reality, we have to face reality, right? Do you see any positivity coming from him being the president? Do you see anything that he can do for America
as a whole? Or sections of America.
That was.
Because I mean, if I was like a millionaire, hell yeah, I could see him making
right. But well, yeah. I mean, what do you see him doing for? Do you see any positive things that he can do for America? Any one of y'all? I mean, honestly.
I think there are some things that the Republican Party has in mind. Like, some of the Republicans' economic policies are, in my mind, a little bit better than Democratic ones, especially regarding like Wall Street. Like, there's a lot of them. We were talking about irrationality. There's a lot of irrationality and emotion directed at Wall Street because. Like, why not? Because they're these rich guys who, like, ruin the economy.
Yeah.
But, like, they're also these rich guys who, like, make the economy possible. So it's a very difficult thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's... And, like, but the thing is, Donald Trump is so polarizing and so ridiculous, I don't think he could even, like, do that, honestly. I don't think he could, like, get that through Congress. So... But I think, I mean, a Republican president, I think there are some good things they could do.
That comes with it. I see what you're saying.
But honestly, that's it. Like, this is... When it comes down to this, like, I have an older sister... who I love, you know, more than pretty much anyone in the world. And I just, like, I could never, she's a brilliant person. I could never imagine, like, her, like, letting her, like, not letting her, she can do whatever she wants. I could never imagine, like, being excited about her going to work for Donald Trump. Like, I'd be like, what? Like, he's going to, like, grope you while you're at work.
I mean, the motherfucker
it's interesting that you even, like, went to that, because I feel like if Donald Trump gets elected president, like, people's dating lives are going to suffer. And the reason I say that is because he's going to have people with attitude all the fucking time.
He's going to have...
Like, people, I think the whole mood, just from him and his erratic movements, you know what I'm saying? The whole mood of America is going to change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, he going to place... I mean, he going to make guys look at the women and be like...
You're going to turn on the TV and just get pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I would
like,
be very...
Fuck,
I mean, okay, what about Hillary then?
Man.
How you feel about Hillary?
I don't want the feminists coming at me, so I'm about to shut the fuck up. It's like,
hey, man.
Honestly, like...
She's a fucking... I mean, they are all liars.
Yeah.
I mean, to some degree, but, like, she is...
And I don't rock with...
Like, why you keep getting caught, motherfucker? I don't want a motherfucker that keep getting caught at they lie.
Right.
Be a great liar, motherfucker. Why you keep getting caught?
But even beside that, like, you know what I mean? I just... Like he was just saying, the difference between, especially in the financial policies with the Republican and the Democrat, like, I know a lot of traditionally a lot of black people are not rocking with Republican
because they don't understand the policies.
But I feel like the Democratic Party creates they want people to be dependent on the government. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And that's just some shit I can't fuck with.
And I think that's why majority of the black community favors Democrat. The Democratic Party is because we were like raised to do it, so we don't know the other side. We don't actually know about Republican policies, which can either benefit or that we may be able to benefit from. Some of them might be able to, right? So I mean, it's just it's.
The people got so mad at Bush and all the shit that he did, but people was loving them the Bush era tax cuts for the middle class, like you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. And they was also liking them little checks that he was sending out too.
Exactly. Like. That's what I mean. But man, I don't know, man. This election is fucking. I haven't seen any other debates. The good thing with social media is you can kind of. Weigh your option based off of the majority.
The clown show.
Yeah, like the majority of posts and shit. Like, so you can kind of like, oh, okay, so fucking Trump was fucking acting a fool. Right. You know what I mean? But some of the shit, man, that I heard that he said is fucking. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, he gets my vote for comedian of the
year.
Man,
they say the motherfucker is up there just like, well, lies. She's lying. I mean, come on, look at Hillary. What else do you want me to say? That shit is funny as fuck. This dude's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking asshole, and he doesn't even give a fuck because nobody is. It's his money that's backing him, man.
Right. Yeah.
It's so weird. So actually, one of the things I thought this was actually super funny too. Like I gotta give it to him. So he tweeted. The day after this whole thing broke a few days ago, of this video of him talking about just these horrible things about women, which just an aside, like I lived in like what essentially was like a frat house in college. Like I wasn't in a fraternity, but it was like we like drank all the time. We were like really like whatever. We were like bro-y. No one ever spoke remotely like that about women. I'm serious.
Like a fucking misogynist type.
No, it was so misogynistic. Like I would be completely appalled if any of my friends said that about women. So like. To call that, he said it was, he said it was just like locker room banter. Like to call that locker room banter is just absurd. Right. But anyway, so he tweeted after, like everyone's freaking out about this thing, obviously. So he tweeted like a day after, he's like, well, this has been an interesting 24 hours. It's like, dude, Jesus Christ. Like, it is funny. I gotta give it to you. It is funny.
Man, I'm sorry, man.
I mean, what do you say after shit like that? Like, that's how you got it. Like, well,
this shit is called hashtag TYSL.
Talk your shit live.
Right? Talk your shit, man. And that's what the fuck he does. He's talking this shit live.
Definitely.
That is true. That's what he does.
Fucking Donald, you fucking asshole. He fucking took our shit around with the shit, man.
But just imagine, like, it's just crazy to me, too, like, having him follow Barack Obama, who's literally probably, like, the most suave, like, person.
Yeah.
Like, he's just incredibly, like, graceful, like, charismatic. Like, it's just, like, everyone, like, just like, wow, this guy's, like, really respectable, like, so brilliant, so smart, like... And then we have fucking Donald Trump. This is crazy. Like, seriously, like...
He's a fucking show. He's a comedy show, man, within itself, man. Motherfuckers, I'm probably get shot for this.
You fuck with Donald Trump. Go ahead and say it. Yeah, you
are you gonna vote for Trump?
No, but as a president, no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't fuck with him but like, him using the platform to act a fucking ass is brilliant. He's using the platform, right, to act an ass, right, and he's getting sheep to follow him.
Yeah.
He's just going to show you, look, you need no political background. You don't have to be a fucking politician. You can say whatever the fuck you want on this platform, and you can still get it can be broke down to just you and another motherfucker to be the president, right? And even if I lose, I don't give a fuck. I just fucking, I kamikaze this whole shit. I pull the fucking string, all the planks, all the rings is hitting the ground. Boom, we just blew up this shit. So 2020, we'll see fucking Kanye West and Taylor Swift running for president.
That would be my dream.
I feel like, I honestly, and this is dead ass serious, like I really feel like Donald Trump is doing the same thing that Barack Obama did in 2008.
I think it's an experiment. That's what I believe. Like, to be all the way honest, I think it's an experiment to see how easy it is to persuade the American people.
But and
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely that.
How easy it is.
But that's every presidential race.
Yeah, but this one is just right in your face. It's just
Very
blatant.
brazen, very blatant, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but like I said, I feel like he's doing the same thing Barack Obama did. Because in 2008,
okay.
Barack Obama went,
Okay.
he got Oprah, he got Puff Daddy, he got Jay-Z,
Okay, yeah.
he got every fucking
I
person
got
and
you.
star that he could
That's
to
fucking
pull out
brilliant. I like
the
it.
quote unquote, you know what I mean? I don't mean any disrespect by it, but the ignorant black vote. You know what I mean? And I feel like
now why you
Donald
voting
Trump
for?
is
Because he
going up-
black.
Right, those people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Those people that have no interest in politics whatsoever. They just want to see a black person in office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Donald Trump
I see what
is
you
going
saying.
in and he's getting the ignorant white vote. You know what I'm saying? Guys who don't even know how to spell politics. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
And probably have no interest in it whatsoever.
Right.
But now they got somebody who's claiming they're going to make America great again.
But look, check it out.
And, right.
Even with that being said, though, one of the funniest shits, man, I seen. Okay, so Donald has been running for what is this? It's been like a year now.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
right?
just about a year. Yeah.
Just about a year. I seen a fucking Mexican with a fucking Trump bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that not an Uncle Tom?
No, it's fucking
Uncle Diego? Or
It's a
whatever
sheep.
you call it.
the fucking sheep, man.
But wait a minute, don't Trump ain't he trying to close the borders and
Man, he
call
want. Not
all
only did he
Mexicans
want to
broke or
build
some shit like
man,
that.
not
or-
only did he want to build the wall, he wanted them motherfuckers to pay for it. This is fucking crazy, man.
Man, that's ill.
But when I saw it, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind is the experiment is working. Like, look at the sheep. You're a fucking Mexican woman with a fucking Trump's bumper sticker, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, what the fuck?
It's fascinating. I mean,
It really is, man. I get it. But it's like, damn.
Oh man, that just blew me back, man. I don't know what to even say about that.
Man, politics and bullshit, man.
dude, I just want Michelle. I just want President Michelle Obama for the next 4 years.
I heard somebody else say that shit today.
She's amazing. She's an incredible
I
person.
love Michelle.
I heard
man.
somebody else say that shit today, like Michelle Obama should be president. That's the first time.
you
I
think-
ever heard it was twice in one day.
Do you think she'll run in 2020?
I doubt it.
I bet she saw what happened to Barack. He's aged 20 years.
Right.
He's 40 years.
Yeah,
Like,
he did.
I bet,
Yeah.
But if it were up to me, it'd be like Michelle for the next 8 years, and then once Malia graduates from Harvard, just like waive the rule for the age limit and just be like Malia, or is it Sasha? Who's the older one? Sasha or Malia?
Malia.
Malia.
Maria's
Just be
oldest.
Malia. All right, you're 24 years old. You're the president
Yeah.
now. Next
Is
4
that
years.
bad?
next
Hey,
four years.
But you know, man, Obama might not even come out of office.
That'd be
That'd
sweet.
be some fucking
Yeah,
shit.
that'd be sweet.
Obama is a 3-term president. I'm moving.
Hell yeah, man, because you know exactly what
that
they
very next day.
Why? Why?
Because that means
know what
all
they
hell is
say-
about to break loose.
They say to man, that's like the anti. Like, yeah, man, it's like fuck
It would be sweet though.
that.
Can you do it? You could do a good Trump impression. Can you do a good Obama impression? I wish I could do impression.
I could try. I don't know if I'll be good at it. I'll definitely give it a shot. I'll give it a shot and I'll take a shot. How about that? I'll see Michelle. See you later, baby. All my fellow Americans, fuck Donald Trump.
Damn,
Fuck Hillary Clinton.
damn, we got Obama in here. That's what's up.
Michelle for president, bitches.
Obama 2016.
Dude, Obama 2016, I'd vote for it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Well, check this out. Let's go ahead and Joe, let everybody know how they can find you, where they can catch you at in social media and all that type stuff, bro.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so I've realized that whittle is kind of hard to spell, so I'm going to spell it out. So I do most of it on Instagram. So Instagram at whittle_away, which is WHITTLE_away. And then I'm also on Facebook. You just search for Whittle Away and you find it. And then if you want to be friends with me on any other kind of thing, my name is Joe Hovde. It's a weird name, so it's easy to find. Joe, HOVDE. And I'm very... I spend a lot of time just like sitting by myself in coffee shops, so I like having company. So if you wanna talk or anything, Especially if you're in Cincinnati, I'd love to get together and talk to you. So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. It's cool how personable you are, you know what I mean? Ready to open yourself up to the audience, like, that's cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's something I work. I'm like kind of an introverted person, honestly, so I kind of work on it.
I am too. I'm an extroverted introvert, though.
Yeah, it's a combination, but yeah, I think it's good. It's good for it leads to opportunities like this.
And I'm a pervert.
Barack, you gotta chill out.
Oh, sorry about that.
Michelle needs to be elected. You need to relax.
Apologize. I didn't mean that.
All right, Barack, let them know where they can find you at.
What's up, man? You know where I'm at? I'm on Instagram at Sean's World X. Sean's World X. That's X SEANSWORLD X. I'm on Facebook at Sean Maurice, and I'm at Twitter at the Don Live, and I'm also at Your Mama House Banging the Back Out.
Damn. All right, and this is QB the MVP, Mr. Righteously Ratchet. Check me out on Instagram and on Snapchat at QB the MVP. Y'all ain't got no Snapchat? Y'all need to get on there, man.
Snapchat. Oh, I have Snapchat.
Dude. I don't have Snapchat.
You need a Snap.
Snapchat is the biggest thing I do, but like I don't do it for my company. I just do it personally. But that's like if you want to really be like annoyed by me like 24/7, you get Snapchat.
But shout out to Snapchat. Is it?
Oh, it's let's see, HOV 2121. HOV 2121.
HOV.
Hove.
Hey man, like
Go ahead, give him the Hove. Give him the Hove.
It's J-Hove, man. You know exactly what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Rock in your area.
Dude, that's the best. That's literally like this is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
And you can check me out on Twitter and on Periscope at QB Live. Make sure you go on speechbythevolume.com/sungear. Man, go to Speech by the Volume, period. Like, we just had the website completely revamped. It's hot, like real sleek and everything. So go check that out. But you go on speechbythevolume.com/sungear. Cop you a tee, represent. And you can also check out the show, iTunes, Google, where else we at? Stitcher, yeah, Stitcher Radio, yeah, Stitcher Radio. And if you ain't got none of that stuff, speechbythevolume.com/TYSL. If you want to reach out to the show with your questions or comments, hit us up. TalkYoShitLive@gmail.com. That's TalkYoShyt live@gmail.com. Do we have anything on Twitter? Man, Twitter, y'all can kick rocks, man. I mean, not Twitter, but Periscope, whatever, man. Y'all can kick rocks. Y'all want to be all quiet and stuff. Is there anything else, fellas?
Yeah, man. We're going to take one more shot for the birthday guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we go.
We can't.
He's gone, but I want to shout him out real quick because he did bless us with this gift, man. I was gonna introduce it earlier, you know what I mean? But give us a little backstory on this real quick.
Okay, yeah. So this is
check it out.
This is something I carved out of just a piece of wood I found in my parents' woods the other day. But so it's a lettering. It says "blow up," and it's because one of my favorite. He's a very much a white boy rapper, but his name's Sammy Adams, and he has a song called "Blow Up," which is about like just like working and trying to make it. And these guys. I mean, I met these guys and they were hustling, promoting their podcast, and I thought it was really cool. And it made me,
bless us with the blow up, man.
We definitely appreciate it.
Good.
Because that's what we all out here to do, blow up. You know what I mean?
We just want to blow up. I will send you the song. The song's sick.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna turn it into my anthem.
Exactly. It's been real, family, man. You know what it is, man. Hashtag TYSL. Talk your shit live.
One
with us.
Thanks, guys.
That's what's up.
That was so fun. That was sweet.
Yeah.
That was